If you didn't take the opportunity to try this on your own before starting this video, please pause and give it an attempt. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and just give you the answers. Part A says we're going to use an official school roster of 2,000 students and pick every 20th name. Big key here is this 20th, right? This is our every kth, which we know comes from our systematic sampling, our simple random sampling with a system. B says we're going to separate the students by class and then pick a random sample of size 25 from each of the 4 groups and then combine into one sample. This sounds a heck of a lot like when I had the different hats, right? The biggest thing that helps you keep stratified and clustered separated and sort of realize that they're distinct is, remember, in a stratified situation, we are going to be sampling people still, and we're going to do it from each. So that's stratified. Versus cluster, we're going to be sampling groups. So there's no, and once we have the group, we're choosing all people. So this from each is a nice key, sort of saying, yeah, we're on the right track. But really what comes down here is the fact that we are sampling people. So that tells me that we're dealing with a stratified random sample. Making sure we get our different groups all in there by getting the right amount. C says we're going to use a random number table, and we're just going to choose 100 names using that. A random number table is a really antiquated way to sort of have numbers randomly generated. So that's what that is. And we're just choosing names at random. Nothing exciting, no groups, no system in terms of choosing every kth. So this is our SRS. And then our last question, separate the students by homeroom assigned. Each homeroom happens to have 25 students. Pick a random sample of 4 homerooms. If it's selected, all the students are included. So our random sample of 4 is happening to the homerooms, to the groups themselves, not to the students. This is how we know this is a cluster sample. And if we really wanted a pat on the back, we are reminded that everyone in that cluster is then included in the sample. So we've got the all to give us the pat on the back. But the big thing is, what are we sampling, people or groups?